Teenager. No, you don't have to imagine you're a teenager. You are a teenager. But imagine you were a teenager. And all of a sudden something happened in your life, and the life as you knew it no longer exists. You've been kidnapped and brought to a strange country. If you stop for a moment and think how you'd feel, you probably wouldn't know what to do with yourself. Scared out of your wits, miserable, homesick. How could there be anything good about this? So how is it possible? When Yosef is brought to Mitzrayim, and he's bought by Potiphar, Sris Paro, it says that Hashem is with Yosef, and he was successful. And his master could see, Vayar Adonav ki Hashem ito. And Hashem could see that God was with him. How does Potiphar, Sris Paro, in Mitzrayim see that Hashem is with Yosef? It's not just his success, because other people are successful. What is it that Potiphar can see? That Hashem, Vayar Potiphar ki Hashem ito, that Hashem is with him. And the answer is simple. This is no huge like chiddush in the psukim. You know how people can tell what we are and who we are and how we are? It's by how we act and, very importantly, how we talk. The things that we say. It's not only the things that we do, but the things that we say and our attitude towards the things that we do and say. So imagine this Yosef person who should be destitute and miserable and negative and just pining away to go home and homesick and angry at his brothers and angry at God. Why did you make this happen to me? And why did you? And in the meantime, what does Potiphar hear in Yosef's words all the time? So that he realizes that Hashem is with Yosef all the time, because everything that comes out of Yosef's mouth is, don't worry about it, I got it, Hashem's with me. Oh, Baruch Hashem, this is going really well. And it wasn't just that he said those words to Potiphar, that had to have been Yosef's attitude. An amazing, amazing message to us when things are going poorly. As much as we're feeling the anger and must be feeling the hurt, because Yosef couldn't possibly not have been feeling those things. But he also understands that nothing happens without a reason. And somehow or another, there's a plan here. And so Hashem is running the world. And that's what was on his lips all the time. They tell the joke of the man long ago earlier at the end of the last century. There's a man in Russia, and a policeman comes over to him and says to him, "Where are you going?" And the man says, "I don't know." "What do you mean you don't know? Where are you going?" I don't know. "How could you're going somewhere? Tell me where you're going." "No, I don't know where I'm going." So the policeman hauls him off to court, puts him in front of the magistrate, and the judge says to him, "So, where were you going?" He goes, "Well, I was on my way to the store to buy some milk and eggs." So then why didn't you tell the policeman that that's where you're going?" He goes, "Because I really didn't know where I was going. Did I know I was going to end up here? Okay, right? We don't know where we're going. And yet we plan to go somewhere. We're planning to go somewhere, and yet at the end of the day we don't know where we're going, because Hashem's running the world. And when we get to someplace that we totally didn't expect, our words are still, "Hashem, we know you're in charge. I know you're with me. Don't know why you're doing what you're doing, but I know that you're with me." That was the message that kept coming up during my trip in Israel. But whether it was before the terror attack in which Ezra was killed, whether it was after, the message was always from all the people, why am I going to sit in my house and just sit here and be afraid? I'm not going to hunker down. I'm going to go out and I'm going to do what it is that I need to do, because Hashem is running the world. And what's supposed to be is going to be. Of course, we'll take precautions, but at the end of the day, Hashem is running the world. I had the opportunity this week on Wednesday to meet with a Brewery graduate who is a friend a classmate of Ruth Schwartz, Ezra's mother. As you know, Ruth Schwartz, Senecal Schwartz, was a graduate of Berea, as were her sisters. And Jennifer, Ruth's friend, asked to meet with me already in Israel, and I arranged to meet with her because the friends of the family, the graduates of Berea, would like to do something in Ezra's memory. And we already began talking about an idea that she's going to do some checking for me to see that put me in touch with the right people, and as soon as we've sort of formulated it, I will introduce it to you. I think it'll be something that not only we here in Berea today, but also all the graduates throughout the years of Berea will be very proud to participate in. But the attitude, the words on Jennifer's lips, the notion of understanding, as hard as this is, our job is to keep moving forward, to do something, individually and collectively, so that when people look at us and say, how are you handling this? They don't really ask the question, because Vayar, they see, Ki Hashem ito, because they see that on our lips, the things that we're talking about is that we understand that we're not in control. Hashem is in control. All we can do is continue doing the things that we're supposed to be doing, and in our tefillos and in our actions, pray that Hashem hears us, sees what we're doing, and gives us the peace that we so desperately desire. Have a good Shabbos.